Man, oh my gosh. Liverpool lose to Manchester City 2-1. Really, it was 3-1, but man, what a what a crazy game. What a crazy game. I'm clearly not too enthusiastic with the result and really overall how the game went, but man, I'm rattled. I'll be real, I'm really rattled. Uh First half, not really much going on. I mean, the first chance Holland had, I believe it's this one. The first chance he had in the second minute was nuts. That was really, really well saved. It was a really good play made by Manchester City for that one. But yeah, no, I was just saying. I mean, Liverpool got absolutely destroyed in the first half. We just, I don't know, I don't know what we were doing. Not very intelligent at all, to be honest. Quite frankly. Second half, I thought we were way stronger. I felt really good about how we were actually playing. Basically, that whole second half. I mean, our chances honestly weren't the best, but the one Hugo Ekitike missed, that was big. That was close, but oh man, I'm just yeah. To collapse like that in the 90th minute, the 80, like just to collapse in the last 15 minutes like that is just unacceptable. It's unacceptable. I think I really think it's a fitness issue. And I mean, half our players after 80 minutes just look dead. Not even 80 minutes, after 65, 75 minutes. Like Ekitike, after the 75th minute, just looked like his legs were gone. Like he couldn't run anymore. And it's just frustrating. And I'm honestly just fed up at this point. And yeah, we are falling behind the rest of the pack. We're tied on points with Brentford. Could imagine saying that imagine saying that at the start of the year. Tied with points to Brentford. Man. And now we have Sunderland away, and they're absolutely insane at home. So not looking forward to that. But man, like just so disappointing how we finished the game, and I just feel bad, especially for Sabozlai. Like probably the craziest free kick I'll ever see my probably the craziest thing I'll ever see in my life. I just I can't believe he scored that. It was honestly insane. Just a moment of absolute brilliance. And I thought that was gonna seal it. I thought that was it. And then of course Bernardo Silva has to score, and then Holland scores the pen, which I don't want to talk about that pen either. That was really, really poor from Alisson. I can't lie. That was disappointing. I don't well, not even disappointing. I just don't understand what his thought process was there. I don't know why he did that to Nunes, but anywho. Um yeah, we didn't play great. We did not play great. Our midfielders, we lost the midfield battle. I mean, and you can see it here. I'd say Gahey played a fantastic game. He was stepping up and playing well. Rodri played decent, pretty good. Silva, Bernardo, I hate that guy, but not actually I hate him, but what's next for Liverpool is I don't know. They're not the manager isn't changing his ways. He's not adjusting to how we're playing, which is pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. We've lost 8 times, and he's not changing how he's played. Like it's it's absolutely horrific. And we're not even before we are projected to be third off XG, off expected points. Now we're not. Like it's so disappointing. And it's not even like we're just bad away. We're terrible at home. 3 losses is absolutely unacceptable from us. Just unacceptable. And now look at that, actually. Now we're going to play Sunderland away, who have not lost a game at home. The writing's on the wall. He's sacked, and I guess we're bidding off this year, which I don't know why our management decides to do this, or our management. I don't know why Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes have that kind of mindset where, oh, we messed up. Let's just throw up the year. Dude, I don't think we're gonna make the Champions League places, to be honest. At this point, it doesn't look like we're gonna make them. So now what? That's just so much money that's just gone. And then we're playing in the Europa League. So the only way we can qualify is through winning the Champions League, and that's just not going to happen in Europe. I really don't think so. We lost 4-1 to Frankfurt or to PSV. It's just not. It won't happen. It's just not going to happen. So I think Alonso comes in after the season, which is just mind blowing to me. It's really annoying, but yeah. More in the game, I guess. The red card is so weird. If you- Maybe I feel like I have an outside view a bit because I consume a lot of other sports, and I'm not British, right? So my opinion might be a little bit different than other people, but I just find VAR to be probably the most infuriating system, and just English refs in general. Probably the most frustrating. It's probably the most frustrating officiating I think I've ever witnessed. It's just not. There's not really like in American football. Basically every play is crystal clear, right? It's either it is or it isn't. It's a first down, it's not a first down. It's a there's a holding call, there's not a holding call. In football, you could see that exact thing that happened to Szoboszlai in Holland. It could happen next game with Brighton and like West Ham. And guess what? They're just going to call the goal. So there's no consistency, which just it's so frustrating. They don't treat everything differently. And I don't understand why I don't understand that because it's a rule book. They're following the rules. Rules rules should not be you shouldn't be able to interpret rules multiple different ways to have different outcomes like that. And it was such a weird set of playing anyway, because first of all, why is Alisson that far out? And I mean, I don't blame him for not running back because I'll be real, if he ran back, his hamstrings probably would have fallen off the bone. So I don't know, just really annoying. Best players for us, Sobozlai, I guess. Kirkes was pretty good as well. Verts and Ekitike found a bit underwhelming. Same with Salah, Gakpo as well. I mean, the less is said, the better about him, I guess. Maka and Gravenberch just got we lost the midfield battle today. We got outplayed. I was pretty disappointed with how we played in general and our uh, our attitude and within the game. It just felt like I don't know, like the mindset that we had in this game was completely different to the Newcastle one, which I get in a certain sense, right? Like it's Manchester City versus Newcastle. There's definitely a quality gap there. But guess what? Both games are at Anfield. You're at Anfield and you're Liverpool Football Club. It shouldn't matter. You have to just play at 100% all the time. And that's not what Arne Slot ball is. Like he doesn't it's not what it is. It's lackadaisical. It's let's stop and recycle the ball. Let's pass the ball around. And let's let the other team just set up in a mid deep block while we're passing it between we're passing it from Kirkez to Van Dijk to Konate to Zabazlai. We'll just pass around the back. Let's just pass around the back. Let the other team set up in a deep block, and and then we just don't get shots off. And then maybe there's an odd chance. Like in all the games recently, it's quite clear how we're winning the games. We're winning the games based off individual brilliance, and that's honestly that's how we won the Prem last year. And to be fair, like let's relax. Let me step back a second. I gotta calm down. I gotta clear my head a little bit. I'm not gonna fully blame Slot, right? Sorry, I'm not. Yeah, I'm like for last year, I'm not gonna fully praise. Like it was a Salah carry job, obviously, but it was also Slot platforming Salah. Like that manager did what he was supposed to do. He platformed his best player, and it worked. Right? Can't do that. I don't know what happened, but he's fallen off a cliff. He's fallen off a cliff, and you can't do that year. And now and you bring in a bunch of new players, and you just I don't even understand. Like we have more possession this year than last year, and we're just not creating chances. And I don't know what it is. And then the games we win. I mean, let's look back. We haven't won many games at all. I mean, in the Prem, we've won 6 games since September. That's insane. Okay, let's look at this game. Let's look back. Ekitike's goals, well worked by Verts and Ekitike for both. And on the second goal, Newcastle were just gaping open. I don't know what they were doing. Verts, that was him and Salah linking up. Konate just the corner. Okay. I'm not going to credit Slot for Verts dribbling through half the team and then Ekitike doing that brilliant toe poke goal. No, I'm not going to do it. Our last win, December 27th, Wolves. Last in the league, Wolves. Gavin Bircham Verts. I'll be honest, I I really forget. I really forget what happened. Yeah, Vert scores first Premier League goal in unconvincing victory. Insane, insane, just utterly insane. I don't remember these games. I mean, the Liverpool one that was a mistake by Romero for the Isak goal, and then Frimpong to Ekitike. That was just a good goal. Again, just he's got to get sacked. He needs to be sacked. And I think if we go out in the FA Cup, I think it's the cups. I think the cups is the only thing that's saving him. And if we go in the FA Cup, bro, just leave, man. I'm done. I don't want to watch it anymore. It's just frustrating. And then I get my hopes up. I'm like, oh, maybe we'll be different this game. Maybe we'll actually. Newcastle. We just won. We beat Newcastle playing electric, fast-paced football. Surely, like we'll do this. We'll try to do the same against City, or just try to set up a certain way. And we didn't. And we just sat back and we just soaked pressure and just frustrating. Second half was good though. We did play better. To be fair to them, from the 45th minute to about the 75th minute, we were the better team. And do you know why? Because we were playing with pace. We were playing way better, we were playing faster. And we were just passing the ball around, going slow, just gathering possession. Even though we did have a lot of possession, there was there was what's the word? There's a purpose. There's a purpose for us having the ball. You know? Sometimes I feel like there's no purpose. We just have the ball, and then we just have the ball. We're just recycling the ball, and no one knows what to do, or no one's making runs or doing anything, or they're making runs, and the player with the ball is looking the other way or doing a back pass. Yeah, I gotta chill. I gotta chill. We play Sunderland Wednesday. I'll do a talk for that. I'm also gonna drop a video tomorrow about a quiz. Or this, I mean, this is coming out tomorrow, so I'm gonna drop a video the same day. I'm gonna do a quiz from Liaz. I'll link him in the description. There's no one watches me, so shout out Liaz. If you're watching, which you're not, because I'm the only one who watches these basically. So shout out to Liaz. Yeah, Liverpool losing 2 in a city, frustrating. I don't know. Like it's just is what it is. Okay, this was NTS. I'm out. Peace.